Be Wealthy and Smart, episode 984.
Step into a world of wealth and financial freedom without budgets, boredom, or bosses on Be Wealthy and Smart. And now, here's your host, Linda P. Jones.
Welcome to Be Wealthy and Smart. I'm Linda P. Jones, America's Wealth Mentor, empowering women and men worldwide to financial freedom. On today's show, we're going to talk about how to avoid IRS delays, because we're all thinking about filing our taxes here soon, and nobody wants to get a delay. Nobody wants to have their refund held up. Nobody wants to have problems with the IRS. So this article I found is talking about how to avoid those delays. And I thought this would be helpful for just about everybody. So it says that the upcoming tax filing season is going to be a chaotic one, that the National Taxpayer Advocate on Wednesday released a report to Congress detailing processing issues at the IRS last year, and also offered a warning for this year's tax season, which will begin when the agency starts accepting 2021 returns on January 24th. And Aaron Collins of the National Taxpayer Advocate said, "I'm deeply concerned about the upcoming filing season because paper is the IRS's kryptonite and the agency is still buried in it." So apparently in December, the agency had 6 million unprocessed individual tax returns and 2.3 million unprocessed amended individual tax returns. And it also had backlogs of 2 million unprocessed employee quarterly tax returns and roughly 5 million pieces of taxpayer mail, some from April. So everything sounds very clogged, very backed up, and many taxpayers remained without refunds some 9 months after filing. Additionally, if you visited the IRS website to learn the status of your tax refund, there were more than 630 million people who checked the website, a number that reflects deep frustration with the speed and efficiency of the IRS, according to a report that was put out. And it said the IRS is in crisis and needs to apply resources to its core mission, processing these returns and paying the corresponding refunds. So here's how you can avoid delays. The IRS is urging Americans to file their 2021 tax returns online and as soon as possible to avoid delays in processing and receiving refunds. According to the IRS Commissioner Chuck Rettig, he said planning for the nation's filing season process is a massive undertaking, and IRS teams have been working nonstop these past several months to prepare. The pandemic continues to create challenges, but the IRS reminds people there are important steps they can take to help ensure their tax return and refund don't face processing delays. The IRS anticipates that most taxpayers who file electronically choose direct deposit and have no issues with their tax return and will receive their refund within 21 days. So that's great news. And it's sending out letters in January that should be used to accurately prepare returns. And the commissioner said people should make sure they report the correct amount on their tax return to avoid delays. So that's good insight. If you can avoid making any errors and have your numbers match up with the IRS, that's a big step forward that will keep you from having a delay in receiving your refund. The IRS Free File program, which is available to taxpayers who made $73,000 or less in 2021, will open on January 14th, the agency said, which is today. In addition, many other tax filing software programs will be available for people to use for the start of the season. Individuals who received an economic impact payment or the advanced child tax credit last year should be extra careful. In 2021, the IRS had issues with millions of e-filed returns due to various discrepancies and errors, according to the Taxpayer Advocate's report. Those included 11 million math error notices that meant returns had to be manually reviewed and therefore experienced delays. So right there, if you can avoid math errors or any errors of discrepancy, that will save you a lot of time and delay. The most common problem the agency saw last year was with the recovery rebate credit, which people used to claim stimulus money they hadn't yet received. This year, the Taxpayer Advocates Report warned that the recovery rebate credit and enhanced child tax credit could lead to math error notices or other discrepancies, delaying refunds for filers. Low-income filers are often disproportionately impacted by refund delays, according to the report. Millions of taxpayers rely on the benefits from these programs to pay their basic living expenses, and when refunds are substantially delayed, the financial impact can range from mild inconvenience to severe financial hardship, according to the report. So what you want to do is start gathering your information now. Of course, most Americans won't have the paperwork they need to file their taxes until the end of January, but it recommends that you still should start gathering the materials that you can and decide soon if you want to enlist professional assistance. And most CPAs get super bottled up by April, so if you want to seek the help of a professional tax preparer or a CPA to file your taxes, you want to start ASAP. You can also start to prepare by looking at your previous tax return, which will give you a guideline of what information you'll need to collect for 2021. Generally, you're going to need to gather any W-2s from employers or 1099 forms if you're an independent contractor, freelancer, or have a side hustle. And people who had any period of unemployment in 2021 should include a Form 1099-G, which will be sent to them from their state unemployment department, and they should be prepared to pay taxes on those benefits as well. Unlike in 2020, there is no tax break for people who got unemployment benefits in 2021. For those who benefited from the child tax credit, a letter 6419 will be sent from the IRS. Stimulus check recipients should look out for a letter 6475 from the agency in late January. End of article. So it sounds like just getting your documents together, doing your math right, and making sure there aren't discrepancies is going to get you a long way. But doing your form online and submitting as soon as you can after January 24th is going to get you to the head of the line. Remember, you always have the option of filing an extension, but if you file an extension, your taxes are still due by April 15th. So it does not delay the payment of your taxes. It only delays the filing of your taxes and takes some pressure off if you're very busy in the first quarter of the year. However, you do have to notify the IRS with the proper forms that you are requesting an extension. I hope this helps you file your taxes faster and get that refund check if you are due one as soon as possible. So today is our last podcast before I announce the winners of the Amazon book review drawing that I'm going to be announcing on Monday. If you've read my book, 3 Steps to Quantum Wealth, The Wealth Heiress's Guide to Financial Freedom by Investing in Cryptocurrencies, and you leave a book review for it on Amazon, you're automatically entered into the drawing. And you could win an autographed copy of the book, a one-on-one wealth mentoring session with me, $100 of my favorite cryptocurrency XRP, or a lifetime membership into the Be Wealthy and Smart VIP experience, my inner investing circle. Just by leaving a review, you're in the drawing, and all you have to do is listen to Monday's podcast to find out if you've won. And if you've already left a review, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. It means so much. I love reading them, and I love hearing from the listeners. It's the one way I get to hear back from you, and I so appreciate you taking the time to do that. That's all for today. Until next time, live the good life and be wealthy and smart.
Thank you for listening to Be Wealthy and Smart with Linda P. Jones. Share the wealth and tell your family and friends about the show. Check out our website, blog, and social media for more riches at www.bewealthyandsmart.com.